Okay, we have two ways to fill the truck. One is drafting, that's from a tank, a non-pressurized tank, pool, stream. We go through the draft side, pump up into here and forward into there. The reason we don't pressure fill this is on the other side of this is another line that goes in, turns 90 degrees to an anti-cavitation plate. If you fill this with pressure, you will bend that pipe and you will not be able to get all the water out of here. So if we are filling with pressure, hydrant, a tender, or a pumper, we fill through this discharge. And we're going to open the tank fill all the way, and we'll fill this way. First, we need to get the tools. Tools we're going to need are hydrant wrench, the fill hose, and adapters. Adapter happens to already be on the end of this fill hose. You need to come over to the hydrant. We need to flush the hydrant because the valve is 6 to 8 feet below and just snug, doesn't have to be tight. So we are going to flush this side away from the truck. So we'll take the cap off. Get used to using two hands. There you go. And we are going to flush, which means we're going to open the hydrant until water comes out. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, you can do it. There you go. It gets very hard there for a turn or so. There it is. Shut it down. If the water's clear, you can just run it that long. If it happens to be rusty or dirty, continue to run it until it goes clear. Shut it down and put the cap back on. If you'll notice, he stood on this side of the hydrant. There is no discharge on this side of the hydrant. You do that for safety in case under pressure, one of these blows off. You're not in line. Now we're going to take the cap off, the one we're going to pump with. I knew that would happen. Take the adapter off, because there are no swivels on that adapter. That's a 2.5 inch, 2.5 inch adapter. You put it on hand tight, snug. Do not force it. Now you can hook up your fill. Because it has a female, and all females have a swivel, so you don't twist the hose. We're going to go over and connect that up to our 1.5 inch discharge because we are pressurized filling this. We have previously opened the tank fill valve all the way. Leave the discharge valve closed. Open the hydrant. Hydrant is in either one of two conditions. It is closed or it is fully open. You do not open it partial way. And that's the reason, if you'll notice, the hose kinks like that is because it wasn't flat. Open it all the way. Keep going until it stops. You'll feel it.
It's also good to have this turned in all the way.
It could be, but it's a bitch to get it off too, so I usually leave it a little bit. Okay, now you're open all the way. As you're going back, make sure your hose has no kinks in it. Okay? Now you're going to turn around and you're going to open that valve slowly. Go faster than that. Keep going. All the way. Open it. Good. You see the sight glass? Sometimes on the sight glass here, you will be able to see the water level depending on how it's run. The tank is full. When it overflows on that top fill, we'll stay on this so you'll see overflow. At about 3/4 of a tank, you're going to cut that valve in half. If you don't, the top of that is going to blow off due to excess pressure. We are almost 3/4. You can sort of wait until it gets up here as long as you can see it, and cut it halfway. When that discharge valve is cut, you'll hear a difference in the sound. Sounds like way too much. Okay. Knowing how long it takes to fill an empty tank for your truck will help. This truck takes 2 minutes to fill an empty tank off this hydrant, so you can cut that back at about 1.5 minutes or 1.75 minutes. That is full tank. Now you come back and you shut the hydrant off. Which way are you going?
That's loosening.
It's going the wrong way. You over tighten, that's the way you don't have a problem. Okay. Why you do not over tighten anything. They're not made for it. We are not pipe fitters. Okay, once it snugs, just snug. Back it off, 1/8 of a turn. You notice the hose has already started to go limp because the hydrant is draining 6 to 8 feet down. We can now disconnect everything. And again, don't twist the hose. Hold on to the hose, use your other hand and twist the fitting. There you go. Stretch it out straight and lay it down so it drains. Just set it down. We'll worry about that later. Closing the fill thing all the way down and then coming back out 1/2 a turn so recirc is on. Okay, don't worry about that. Take your adapter off. You can set it down if you wish. Try not to put it in the dirt.
I think putting it in the dirt's kind of relative.
Give it a snug. Now you can roll the hose up. Oops. Both brush trucks use 1.5-inch fill lines. Our big pumper and tender use 2.5-inch fill lines. can put the adapter back on so everything is in one place. And just put it away.